Hello, welcome back. We got some technical difficulties, but we're making do. So anyway, so far Gilbert has 4 kills to 3. They got more gold. They've gotten the a dragon and the grubs. Very good. Right now we can see the fights in the top and both the bottom lanes doing very well. Even levels or higher levels, very, very good. Gilbert seems to be doing well. How will Canyon del Oro respond? We shall see. We got a fight in the top lane. Very interesting skin. It's a pizza. But here, ooh, nice. That was a nice little ability, but unfortunately tower got targeted him. Minions attacking. We got a little mid laning, it looks like. Mid lane fight going on over here. Looks like we might have a little mini team fight. Ooh, hold up. And that, oh, whoa, that was, oh my gosh. Anyway, that's one for one. Even trade, but Gilbert is up 2k gold now. And 1 kill. Gold is important to have because you get better items, and better items means you're stronger. And being stronger is good. That means you win. Winning is good. And looks like the next dragon has spawned, so we'll see how the teams go for that. Ooh, that's a nice little gank we got there for Gilbert, and the Vi retreats. Looks like all of them are gonna retreat and then maybe group up again to take dragon, so that'll be very nice. Here we can just see just general CSing going on from Del Oro, and yep, everyone's just kind of resetting. Bottom lane and top lane are headed back to their positions. Got just generally all the little action around the mid lane, nothing too important. We got the pizza delivery driver driving away. We got Vi in the jungle doing some jungling. Turbo plating will go down soon. And looks like Vi is around that dragon, mayhaps signaling for them to go for it. We got a fight around the mid lane, and it looks like Vi's going to go for the gank. She misses her ability, but she uses her ult, stops her, and that's a nice little gank. But ooh, that's a gank from the enemy jungler. But ooh, some plates going down around bottom lane. Very nice, very nice. Turret plating has in fact fallen, and now Vi is fighting the enemy jungler, and she takes him out. Very nice, very nice. So that's a couple more kills for Gilbert, and they're now up about 4k-ish gold, 3.5k gold. Very nice.
Gilbert's doing a good job with the CS. Looks like top, jungle, and ADC are both ahead. Mid lane's the one that's struggling a little bit, and that's what I was talking about earlier, like that Mel. She could be a bot laner, but she is also being played as a mid laner, and it looks like Gilbert does take that second dragon.
And gets another kill as well. Very nice. So that's 2 dragons for Gilbert. More grubs are going to be spawning soon, so that'll be nice. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and as a reminder, the grubs help later on. Like right now, we just saw a grub spawn down in the top lane. Can help take out towers, so the more you have them, the more effective that they're going to be.
Indeed. Very... I like the pizza skin though.
That's my favorite one for Sivir.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool seeing all the pizzas bounce around, but yeah.
So it looks like Gilbert's starting to get ready in that top lane, potentially setting up for grubs. You've got 4
Ooh, that's a lot
of them up there, so just not taking...
Oh wait, that's not grubs. That's crap.
That's
I can't
Herald.
remember. Herald, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was grubs.
So it looks like 3 of the grubs were just not taken. So they are on a timer. So if nobody goes in to take them, they just kind of go away.
Yep, and Gilbert gets the Herald, so the Herald's good because he just straight up charges towers and does a lot of damage.
It looks like Vi got a little bit caught out, didn't know that Nocturne was there. Renekton is there ready to support, but so is Cassante. So we'll see if they're gonna try to fight.
Best chance is just to retreat. It's the 3v2. Don't want to fight that.
Right. So looks like they are there. We do have a bit of a fight. Nocturne really trying to get them. Mel is there to support. King Doloro does a good job of like pushing them back, but it does look like Oriana came up as well. So now it's a 3v3, and we'll see.
Ooh, Vi charged in, but not
Renekton takes
very
out the
good.
Vi, and it looks like, yep, Mel takes out Cassante, and not Oriana just wants to get away. That was a really good engage for Canyon Del Oro. They definitely needed that to try to stay in this game.
Indeed. And so there's still got two in the top lane, and it looks like one of Gilbert is retreating back, and their top laners are also retreating. No action in the mid lane.
Yeah, both mid laners traveled up to support in that fight in top lane, so I think they're just kind of resetting. Bot lane does seem to have some action. Tristana trying to jump in.
Yeah. That bottom for Del Oro, the bottom lane, a little behind on levels, so they got to be careful for that. And some attacks on the tower. And red team has summoned the Rift Herald, and they're using it to charge down the bottom lane tower, and the red team takes out the first turret. Good job, Gilbert. They're up 3 gold, 3,000 gold.
Alright, looks like Gilbert's bot lane's playing really, really aggressive, really pushing them back. Looks like they took out the tower down in that bot lane.
Oh, they're catching them out.
Yep. And looks like we have another fight.
That's
in
one
that
kill.
bot lane.
They're gonna go for the jungler, and that's a second
Tristana
kill.
just
Very
from
nice.
Jump to jump, taking them out. Looks like Sever tried to come up, but realized she wasn't going to be much help, so she is just going to reset. Looks like
Indeed.
Vi is headed to that top lane, potentially trying to catch that Renekton. Oh, she misses.
again. That's not
Renekton's
good.
able to get away.
But hey, another turret destroyed.
Yeah, most definitely. So it looks like everyone's going to reset. We have a dragon that's coming up in a minute. So it's good for both teams to kind of reset, re-get their wards, buy a few items if they have the gold.
Yeah.
Before we get to another team fight.
Indeed. The Gilbert top laner is a little behind on experience and such. It looks like that's going to make him fall behind. He is down, and I saw the Del Oro top laner level up, so...
Yeah, so we have both Renekton and Mel on Canyon Del Oro's side that are starting to stack up some kills. So Gilbert will definitely have to be careful with those. However, the Oriana is also starting to get fed. You've got shutdowns both on Tristana and Melio. So definitely Gilbert doing a good job at staying alive in a lot of those situations.
Yeah. Of course, you gotta be careful of not letting characters snowball, but if the rest of your team is under leveled and only you are up a few levels,
Yep.
then you'll lose to a team that's all around generally the
We've
same
got some
level.
pings coming in as everyone's trying to get ready around that dragon. Looks like Canyon Del Oro
Lots
is
of damage going
forcing
out.
a fight.
Ooh, dang.
Tristana takes out the Sivir, and they're going after that Yuumi. She's trying to get away, but
That's another
isn't
one.
able to attach to anybody. They're chasing down that Mel.
That's an ult from Vi.
And Mel goes down.
That's 3.
And Gilbert is chasing that Nocturne. Now, most times I would get on their case of stop chasing the kills, because sometimes it can really like backfire on you.
Otacon spawned top, so they're already on their way there. They might go for Otacon.
Yeah, so they're trying to get that Renekton. Looks like the Nocturne tries to stay there safely. Gilbert's still trying to make a play here, and it looks like Renekton goes down. Melia providing that shield while they're getting attacked by tower. Nocturne is still there. Cassandra went back and healed up a little bit,
Oh,
and
that's
the
another
Nocturne
kill.
goes down.
Nice. So,
He knew he was in trouble, so Cassandra started focusing the tower, because if they can take out the tower, then there's nothing to attack them.
exactly.
Looks like Vi is still down in the dragon pit, and Tristana is coming down, possibly to help take out that
Yep.
dragon, and
Dragon
they do
is
between the two of them.
They have 3 dragon. That's very good, and they're up a lot of gold as well. So that's very good. So right now every team's kind of just resetting or playing kind of neutral. We'll see how it goes for the fight for Otacon. I noticed that it was called like Thorned Otacon or something.
The Thorn Rose, I think.
What's the difference between that and Vicious?
I believe it's the power up, so it's gonna spawn a ton of different roses, and they have to take them out, and that gives them like extra ability power, if I remember correctly.
Got it.
I think the other one is the one that gives them the revive. Is that the vicious one?
Yeah, that would be the Vicious one.
Yeah. The vicious one is when it gives everyone on the team one revive, essentially, that when they die, they get to use that and come back right away without having to wait for that death timer.
Very useful indeed.
Most definitely.
But yeah, so we'll just see how that plays out. We got, is that Tech Dragon spawning in a few seconds, or what is that?
Oh, I think that's one of the blue buffs.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then the other one would be the red buff.
I was wondering what those were.
Yeah, that's why there's two of those. So he is referring to, let's see if I can get the mouse over here. He's referring to these down here. Yep, this is the blue sentinels. They provide, whoever takes them out provides extra mana. And then you also have the red ones, which those will, it says your team gains a precise countdown by either killing the monster camp or absorbing its death.
It basically just helps kill stuff.
Yes, essentially.
But it looks
like we are chasing down, and the Nocturne does go down, and so did the Mel right before that.
Oh, they're signaling to go to Otacon, so...
Yes, so they're going to keep this bot lane distracted with that Orianna down there trying to take out that bot tower. Looks like Cassante is staying in the mid lane, trying to push that mid lane tower, while you have the rest of the team taking care of Otacon. So Gilbert's in a very unique position where they are so far ahead. They are stronger than Canyon del Oro. So they are in a position where they can split up because they know they're going to be safe if they run into anybody, which means they can capitalize on multiple objectives at one time.
Exactly. And let's see, next thing that's going to spawn looks like, is that Baron going to be up?
That's going to be Baron in a minute and a half. Honestly, I don't even know if Gilbert would take advantage of that, because it makes it a lot harder for Canyon del Oro to defend when they're being attacked in all three fronts.
Exactly.
Right? It's going to force them to split up, and unfortunately, they don't have the levels, they don't have the power, the items to be able to fight on their own. So it really creates a difficult situation for Canyon del Oro.
Ooh, dang.
And Mel does go down. Looks like Gilbert's trying to take out that wave to try to get their minions to crash into it. Canyon del Oro trying really hard to defend that mid lane. Just trying to make sure they don't get things caved in. While Gilbert's going back and just clearing the waves, letting all those minions come in.
Yeah. Almost all towers taken out on the lanes that are not in the base except for bot lane. Bot lane's just got a little bit left.
Gilbert is pinging for Dragon, I believe. That's what the ping was coming in for.
Maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, it was for Infernal Drake. So they might be setting up for that Dragon.
And not going for Baron. So we will see. There might be a team fight that'll decide the whole thing, because Gilbert, if they win that team fight, then I'm sure they'd win because they're pretty far ahead.
So they are gathering around that bot lane. I think Gilbert's trying to clear a lot of those waves so that their waves are crashing into the towers while they're taking care of other objectives. Looks like that Tristana got caught out a tiny little bit, but Milio is there to help her escape really quickly. Canyon having to back because Cassante is causing issues in their mid lane, which might be just the thing that they needed for Gilbert to be able to take care of Dragon as it spawns in 20 seconds.
All right, looks like we got 4 of them there and 4 of them there, so we're gonna have a whole team fight here.
We do, most definitely. Levi is trying to get there to join as the Renekton goes down.
Oh, that's
Nocturne
2.
goes down.
She leaping. That's 3. That's 4.
And then Yumi is left. And that's an ace for Gilbert.
Very nice.
Ooh, and Tristana got a quadra kill.
Ooh.
That's always great.
They're looks like they're just gonna finish pushing mid lane.
Yep, you see some of those grubs spawning there, helping to take out, which is good because they don't hit. Gilbert doesn't have minions right now, so as much as they want to attack those towers, they can't. Because otherwise they're going to get attacked. So they're waiting for those minions to get there.
And the minions have arrived.
And now that they have arrived, they can go in and take out those towers.
Dang, that's quick damage.
And Kyndora is still on that death cooldown. They're just now coming up as their Nexus is melted. So game 1 goes to Gilbert.
Yay! And in a quick time too, only like 26 and a half minutes.
That was crazy. All right, so give us just a couple minutes. We will be back with game 2. As we continue with our matchup with Gilbert and Canyon del Oro.
What's wrong? Can't take the heat?
I want a turn.
The weak fear the shadows.
And we're back. We're doing our picks and bans here. So far we have 2 bans on each side. Unfortunately, I couldn't tell you. Oh, there's Zoe. But unfortunately, I couldn't tell you which is which just from their icons. So Coach, you got this?
Yeah, so looks like we picked the same sides. Karen Del Oro did pick to stick with the blue side. They put in a ban for Milio, which makes sense. Milio was definitely a problem in the last game. They're also banning Annie, which is this little girl that has like a teddy bear.
Oh,
and
yeah,
her
her.
ult, she
She
throws
throws it.
tibbers and he goes into a monster and causes all kinds of damage.
Well, I can recognize Mordekaiser.
Yeah, and they also banned Zoe, which is a really good mid laner. She kind of teleports through like tunnels almost that she makes. And then it looks like Gilbert is banning Mordekaiser, Kayn, and Morgana. So they're kind of sticking to the same bans.
It worked last time. Let's see, we got Yorick and Seraphine. That's definitely going to be one of their bottom laners, Seraphine, and then Yorick's going to go to top lane.
Correct. So Yorick will be top, Seraphine will be support, and it looks like Karen Del Oro is going with a completely different game plan.
Yeah, Ornn for top, Amumu for jungle, right?
Yes, I would assume that Mumu's going to be for jungle, Anivia is going to be the mid laner,
Yep.
and Gilbert goes with Sylas for the mid laner.
All right. I like Sylas purely because he steals ults.
Yes, but the hard thing about Sylas is that you have to be familiar with a lot more champions because, for example, if you have no idea what Ornn's ult does, as Sylas, you're kind of useless if you take Ornn's ult and you don't know how to use it.
Exactly.
But if you do know how to use it, those are some really good ults. Ornn has an amazing ult. It's like this, like
Ram thingy.
yes, he like rams in and then it also
Calls it
comes
back.
back. Amumu has a huge stun. You just go into the middle of that group. It stuns everybody around you. It causes a ton of opportunities for your team to come in and cause a ton of damage. But we've got another round of bans. Looks like Karen Del Oro's gonna ban Nunu.
They're banning a lot of supports.
Well, actually, no. Milio is technically the only true support. Nunu is a jungler.
Huh.
That's the one with the huge snowball. It's like the Yeti with the little kid.
Yeah.
And then Smolder, who is an ADC, which can also cause a lot of problems for a team. So, they're good bans. They're champions that can cause a lot of issues for them.
We're seeing a lot more common champions this time around because not a lot of common champion bans.
Most definitely. And looks like Kandoro is going to go with Miss Fortune with a Renata. So that's going to be a good combo.
Yep. Just a lot of starter or more common champions this time, so I'll actually know what I'm talking about.
This is a lot of good ults for that Sylas. Miss
yeah.
Fortune ult. The Renata ult is like this wave of mist that stuns everyone. So you've got 2 stuns, you have a pop-up from the Ornn, you have the wave of fire from Miss Fortune, and I can't remember what's Anivia's ult. Let me see if I can look it up.
Well, it looks like an ice phoenix, so I'd guess something involving ice. I don't know. But we got York, we got Sylas, we got Seraphine, and Tristiana.
It's a
and
Glacier
Echo.
Storm that she does.
Slows
it
and
slows
damages.
and damage. So you've got a slow, 2 stuns, a knockup. A lot of great things for the Sylas to take.
Indeed, and then I don't really know the ults for what's Echo's ult specifically.
I'd have to look that up, but Sylas doesn't get to steal his own team's ult.
Right.
He only gets to steal the opponent's ult.
Yeah, I mean that would definitely lead to some arguments if Sylas could steal anyone's ult.
So Echo's ult manipulates time.
Zillion manipulates time. Echo rewinds his own time.
Rewinds time. So Echo is going to rewind his own time, which I believe allows him to mess with his cooldowns.
Something like that. I don't know. We'll just have to see it in action.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, looks like we are gonna go to spectator delay once it loads up a little bit, and yeah, we'll be back when it's done with that.
Most definitely.
Alright, and the game is about to begin. So, we shall, yep, teams are headed out. When they start, they get a speed boost just to get where they need to go. Jungler is going to go just chill where they're going to start farming. We got Silas chilling around the Dragon's Den.
I think they might be looking for an invade. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Or to place some vision, of course.
I don't know what just happened.
Alright, ooh, hold up. Early fight already. What's going on? Are they going to take
wow.
it?
Yep.
Do they get him? Oh, they...
Oh, yep.
What? God,
First
blood
blood.
already. Up 500 gold off the rip. That
was a really good play by Gilbert. That engage down in the bot lane. I don't think Kenzora was ready for them to be quite that aggressive.
Oh yeah, so that's already a sign of what might happen here, so let's see. Technical difficulties.
I don't understand why it's not.
1 second. Alright, we back. Technical issues resolved. Anyway, we got a little damage going in the mid lane, and oh wow. So generally just some CSing, getting the gold, taking out the minions. Gilbert did have that early kill, so they're up ahead by a bit of gold. Ooh, their jungler is coming to attack, and that's a kill for Del Oro, Canyon Del Oro. So it's now even, but Gilbert is ahead a couple hundred. Oh, that Silas is down. Oh, now they are ahead in kills. So it's early. Anything can happen, but we shall see. So we're just we got Echo and that Ice
Navia.
and Navio in the mid lane fighting. We got the two top laners fighting, just, you know, general stuff, chipping away, destroying minions. Looks like a little level advantage in the top. Ooh, nice, that's a kill.
It's really good for Tristana to be able to get some of those early kills. Looks like those kills for Del Oro both went to Anivia, and she has an early bounty, so that's something for Gilbert to be careful about in that mid lane, to make sure that Anivia doesn't start to get too far away from them.
Indeed. Let's see. Looks like Silas is jungling, and what? I
Echo?
can't remember. Echo.
So it looks like Echo did take out Anivia, but Anivia has this really cool ability where she can go into an egg and resurrect herself, which is what she did. So she is back and doesn't lose out on too much in lane. It looks like Amumu was trying to potentially gank that mid lane, but Echo knew exactly where he was. Silas is there ready to support. So a couple ganks that tried to happen but didn't quite work out. So both teams are dead even right now as they get ready. Potentially another fight coming in here. Echo just kind of chunking Anivia down. Dragon does spawn in 10 seconds, so it'll be interesting to see if any team decides to go for it.
Yep, indeed. So,
Oh, and that
Ooh, that
Renata
was a
gets
nice.
caught again.
Dragon has spawn, mid lane kill. Very nice.
Anivia goes down. Silas is chasing down that Amumu. Amumu seems to flash over the wall. They're still chasing them, trying to get to
Ooh,
them.
nice little tether, and that's a kill.
That was really good. So with the mid laner and the jungle dead, that is going to give an opportunity for Gilbert to take that first dragon. They just took down Misfortune in the bot lane, getting some of those plates off of that tower.
Extra
It's going
gold.
to give them that extra gold boost. And all of those kills are going to Tristana, which is going to be huge for scaling later on.
Indeed. Although you got to be careful. Don't let Canon Del Oro get that bounty.
Most definitely. So I was honestly expecting Gilbert to go ahead and take that dragon right away, and they didn't. So I'm curious to see. Looks like they just reset. They went back to look at their camps.
Yeah. I mean, I would say there's not really any rush per se.
No, not at all. Early on, a dragon is nice, but not necessarily like crucial.
Indeed.
Plus, it gave them that time to be able to reset while death cooldowns were on Canon Del Oro.
Yeah, Silas clearing out some jungles, Echo just doing some mid lane stuff.
Yeah, pushing Anivia away from that wave, which is going to be huge. The further that you prevent any of the champions from being able to CS, you are preventing them from being able to level up.
And get gold. Gold's important, you know. Items.
Yes, exactly. So it's a really good strategy to try to push them back as much as they can. Right now, Gilbert is ahead on
They
CS
have a huge wave
for all
there.
of them. So Yorick has extra, I wouldn't call them minions, but they're
Summons.
almost like, yes, he summons extra like minion-like things to help him fight. So it does almost like double his wave.
Yeah, it is quite useful because, you know, extra targets make the tower hard
That
for you.
Tristana is
Yeah.
making life hard for that Renata. Every time Renata steps up, she is just chunking her life down. So Renata having a little bit of a hard time right now. And Anivia does put up that wall to stop Echo from chasing her down.
Looks like Echo is headed to Dragon almost. Kind of just staying in the jungle, not really doing much.
Yeah, I think he was looking to see if there was a potential gank down on bot lane. Use the vision orb to just kind of see what was going on down there. But then decides to come back to lane.
Indeed.
Silas is there, so we are potentially going to have another fight here. He goes for that Amumu.
Ooh, that's not good.
Is able to stun him.
It looks like it's
and-
going to be a trade.
Yeah, so Amumu does go down to the Echo, but Silas also goes down.
Very nice. And it looked like Echo rewound time there. So he got his health back and was able to retreat.
Exactly.
Very good. Looks like they're now pinging the Void Grubs, so they might go for that. And it looks like they're going to start going for
Yeah,
Void
so
Grubs.
Yorick is there. Doesn't look like there's anybody else. Tristana just kind of pushing that middle, fighting that Anivia. However, Anivia does have a level on that Tristana, so she's
But
gotta
she
be
ain't backing
careful.
down.
She is playing
Get that
beautifully
egg.
aggressive, and you can like shoot that egg to try to prevent Anivia from
Nice.
resurrecting, which she does.
I thought the egg would be a bit weaker.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it was that tough. That's a
So Ornn
ult.
ults, but I didn't get to see if it really did.
It didn't really, yeah,
anything.
no kills. I mean, I'm sure it did a little bit of damage, but not much.
Right, so Yorick was trying to take out Grubs, I think was struggling to take them out by themselves. So Seraphine is there to support Echo.
Amumu versus Echo.
Right.
Void Grubs for Gilbert. Very nice.
Yeah, so they are able to get all three, and we are Dragon still untouched, so that's still there.
Alright, yeah.
Looks like we have a little bit of a trade going on. Looks like our bot lane decided to stay in the middle, fighting that Anivia.
Indeed.
And Tristana is down in jungle, and they do take out the first jungle.
Looks like we're going to have a 2v2 up here, but oh, nope, they retreat. Very smart. Both teams are playing very smart, so
So-
that's good.
Yeah, Mumu looks like tried to get a gank. If he would have landed that stun on the Echo, that actually would have been a really engage for Canyon Del Oro.
Indeed. Looks like
Yorick has no idea that
Oh.
Mumu was there and gets a little bit caught out. And Anivia's there to support, and I think
Is he-
Yorick is going to
Ah.
he goes down.
well. You can't win them all, you know. That was a really good
looks like
setup.
Echo teleports to that ward and does take out the Amumu. Trying to see if they can find an opportunity to get
Are we
that
gonna have a
Anivia.
fight? Looks like he's trying to chase him down,
Misses.
but doesn't look. They're like, you know, they're trying to
Still
outplay
hanging
each
out,
other.
yep. And
Oh.
he does land his stun.
Did take a
and-
bit of damage though.
Yeah. But he's able to get both of those kills, which is going to be really huge.
Ooh.
So now he just needs to get back to lane. And we have a
Nice.
3v2, a gank down in the bot lane. And
Silence
Canada Oro
goes for
does
it.
go
Very
down.
nice. All right, so now I'm surprised they're not gonna go for plates as like a 3, but
Well, no, normally the jungle will let that be, because if all three of them are there, then all of that golden experience gets split evenly between the three.
that's fair.
So a lot of the times, like it's, you know, some junglers will stay in like it's called taxing the lane to get some of that experience. But the ones that recognize that this is a team effort and they want their Tristana to scale, they're gonna let them handle it.
Indeed. Also, we didn't notice, but they got dragon.
They did.
Gilbert did get
They
dragon.
did. Most definitely, they snuck that in there.
Very nice.
So bot lane doing a really good job. Another fight down in that bot lane, and it looks like a Mumu goes down. Misfortune tries to use her ult, but Tristana just jumps right over her.
Oh, hey, you're ulting? Guess what? No. Anyway, next.
So that Ornn does take out Yorick, and Seraphine trying to get away from the Nivea and is unable to.
Indeed.
So Candoro not backing down, really trying to catch people out here, and it
Ooh,
looks like
hold on.
Tristana might have
She's
got
not
a
going down
little-
without a fight, but
Yep. She got a little overconfident at that point. She was really low. Thought she wasn't going to be seen in the bush, but Renata knew that she was there.
yep. And next big bad boss that looks like going up is going to be another dragon in like 2 minutes. But first turret goes down to the red team. Yay, Gilbert.
So everyone's kind of resetting, getting back into their lanes, trying to clear some of those waves.
Echo is trying to go for that Amumu, it looks like. He's trying to catch him out. What's he gonna do? Ooh,
Up, and
nice.
he does land that stun. Amumu,
Trying to run the tower.
yeah, definitely.
All right. He gets a
And
tower.
Echo's
Ooh, it's not
gonna
gonna be worth
go
it.
for it.
No.
So it's definitely one of those that we would refer to as chasing the kill, because Amumu did not go down, but the Echo did. It would have been better for
Get that
Echo to
kill.
go back to lane. He's got a full fresh wave. Anivia is there. He got a little greedy.
Oh, come on, get that Ornn.
Echo also had his ult and didn't use it in that fight.
He was getting greedy.
He would have been able to get
Nice. Another tower down.
his health back if he would have used his ult. The tower does go down, Misfortune goes down, and so does Renata. So it's a good play down in the bot lane for Gilbert. Looks like we have another fight here. Anivia came down with Amumu trying to support.
Get that
Anivia
egg.
goes down, and they are stunning.
Nice. Hey.
Oof. And they kind of
Dang.
melt Canyon del Oro in that bot lane, which is going to allow for Tristan and Seraphine to just push that tower.
Looks like-
Silas
yep.
is now going to stay and help take it out.
He's going for the minions. But yeah, that's good. So they're doing well on the bot lane. However, the top lane, they're struggling a bit.
But sometimes that's the best strategy, because if you can push one lane a lot further, it's going to force the rest of your opponent to have to pull their resources to that tower, that lane that's getting pushed in,
And,
right?
and allow for other weak points to catch up.
Exactly, because that Yorick is really behind. He is 2 levels behind
yeah.
from that Ornn. He has to be a lot more careful, but that means that Gilbert's going to try to take opportunities somewhere else, which they're doing in the mid lane right now.
Oh my gosh. The Echo and it's just a bloodbath out here.
So even though top lane is a little unmatched, when you look at the jungles, Gilbert's ahead by 2 levels.
They're gonna go for that inhibitor.
Yep.
But this is just, yeah, like we said last time, it don't matter if one person snowballs if the entire enemy team is, you know, absolutely juiced up.
Correct. So really looking for those opportunities. Looks like Ornn tries to ult and is unable to get that second like comeback
Silas
on it.
down.
So
both
Ken
towers
did
are
a
down.
good job at like pushing them off. They did lose both their towers, but their Nexus is still alive, chasing down that Seraphine, and Seraphine does go down. I don't know why Seraphine went up to the top lane.
Yeah, not very smart.
Probably
Their
would have
tower is still
escaped
there.
better through the mid lane, but they are chasing them, and looks like everyone is able to escape. Oh, Silas did go down as well.
Indeed.
Dragon is up,
Cannondale Oro might go for that while they can.
and Herald is up.
So we'll just see how that works.
So we'll see if they prioritize. I think you're right. I think they're going to prioritize that dragon. While Gilbert is just now coming back up, and they are going to take that first dragon.
All right, so we'll see if that helps them in the long run, but they still are very behind on levels, so we'll see what happens. Looks like Gilbert is going for
Herald.
Herald, yeah, so... Well, two of them pushed everyone else back, but...
Oh, and they do go straight to the pit. Amumu was still there, so they're able to take him out. While Seraphine, Tristana, and Yorick are both in that top lane going for Herald. But since they did take out that inhib, they're also having to deal with super minions.
Yeah, super minions... Well, they're super minions. They're tough, you know?
Exactly.
So, yeah, looks like Gilbert is collapsing down to mid lane, so they'll
Yes.
be doing a giant push with Rift Herald, and we'll see how
Which
that
makes
turns
sense.
out.
Canyon del Oro is completely exposed, does not have those two towers anymore, do not have an inhib. It doesn't matter the top lane still has all of their towers because they have nothing in their Nexus
Oh, big
to
fight.
defend. So big fight here. Ornn does get both of his knockups in there.
Nice.
Renata goes down. Olivia goes down. Ornn goes
Rift Herald
down.
that Rift Herald went curving around, but they take the Nexus and win. Nice
Yes,
job.
well done, Gilbert. So that is our second game. Gilbert wins 2-0. Thank you so much for joining us.
And we'll be back next week.
Well, we'll be back tomorrow with Marvel Rivals at 4 o'clock. Wednesday at 4 o'clock with Smash Bros. And yes, we'll be back next Monday with more League.
Yay.
Bye, everyone.